Last time we did Fight On, which required us to build two survivor relays and powers 40 successful missions. Jesus Christ, I cannot speak. Today we are doing Remains to be seen. Fully explore two power 40 zones in successful missions.
I'm sorry, Commander, but he can't be gone. It doesn't work that way. Dr. Vinderman was always one step ahead of the game. Can you please search the area? Please?
Okay, and this gives us 3,750 hero XP and 50 uncommon perk up. How nice. I forgot to do research last time I played, so let's do that now. Let's actually double go to Fortitude. Just now we're at 65 Fortitude with everything else at 45. But what else can we do with uh offense? Why I have so much rough ore? That's weird. Over 1,600 rough ore, and for what? I don't know, man. But we need to fully explore two power level 40 zones in successful missions. So that means the only things we really need to do are play two missions and fully explore the zone in said missions. That's not that much of a challenge, really. The most challenging thing is how time consuming that is. I kind of want to do build the radar, but only because it's really easy and I have time for it and I don't have to do a whole defense, which means I don't have to invest much into traps at all. But at the same time, part of me wants to do the retrieve the data again, just like I did in the last episode. Well, I mean, nothing stops me from doing two different missions. So also deliver the bomb's not a bad choice either. I got it, I'll do both. I think mission 1 will be retrieve the data, and mission 2 will either be deliver the bomb or build the radar. I really don't know yet. And obviously, because as this quest goes, do make sure that it is power level 40.
You know how we're always coming up with gadgets to outsmart the storm? Well, that started an arms race. You know those rumors we've been hearing about an even more dangerous part of the storm? A corrosive storm that closes in on you, eventually swallowing you alive? Remember how I said that would never, ever, ever happen here? It's happening here. We need to retrieve the data as usual, but this time we need to watch the storm. Exposure to the storm will hurt you. A lot. You'll take damage when you're in the storm, so keep an eye on your health.
Okay, now that Ray's done talking, I can
We
actually
need
start
to
speaking.
retrieve the data before we're overwhelmed by the storm, so you'll want to move quickly. We have
Thank you,
10 to
Ray.
20 minutes. Keep
Okay,
an eye on
thank
the
you.
storm's movement on your map.
Okay, now that Ray is done talking,
Checking the
now
data
Dennis
on the
has to
Beyond the Stellar
interrupt.
Horizon.
And this is all about Beyond the Stellar Horizon, a quest line that I'm not doing right now. I'll do it someday on this account.
Dr. Captain Clark, she's here.
I actually do plan on going through every quest line on this account, possibly for a video series of like walkthroughs of all of the campaign quest lines, or not campaign, the side quest lines and all that stuff. I might do that, but no promises because that's like a huge like endeavor. So for this quest, which I do have pinned actually, so I don't have to stop what I'm doing. So we need to fully explore two power level 40 mission zones. And to fully explore the zone, I feel like we've done this before. I don't know. But to fully explore the zone, you basically just look at the map, see all the gray space. So you basically just need to wander in all that space, or pretty much 90% of it, until the map's like very much uncovered. The easiest way you can do it is just kind of wander in like whatever way you want, really. Just make sure that space is getting cleared. Like, reach all the corners of the map and along all the edges and all that. And also, as I have it pinned over here, you can now see that it shows up on the side of the screen, 0 of 2. So we'll know when we're done because it will say 1 of 2.
Landing site spotted. Nice find.
Oh, nice. There's the landing
Until the
site.
storm
I'll take a
clears,
look at that
watch
later.
the data. You'll
Hopefully.
want to build defenses around the balloon's landing site.
A mission like Build the Radar is really good for exploring maps because you have a lot of time and you already have to like go to all these different like targets and all the different towers to build. And that gives you a lot of time where you're gonna have to be actually exploring stuff. I realized I found two survivor relays like back to back here, just like how I did in the other mission. Well, no, I mean I actually had to put an effort to find them in the other mission, but I think it proves the point that Build the Radar doesn't actually have survivor relays. I'm still not sure if that's a true fact or not, but I'm going to have to assume for my own sake that that could actually be a fact. Oh, you can see that we haven't fully explored the zone, but we already do have one of two. So I'll take that. I don't really care. Now, since we have to fully explore two zones, this is something that you cannot do in just one mission, obviously. Oh, okay. I really want to see what the encampment reward was, but now that I know what it is, I'm not that interested. So now that we already have this zone explored enough to count for the quest, we can just kind of move along and get to the actual objective, which in my case is retrieve the data. Nice. Oh, wrong weapon. Okay, I think I've gone both the wolves and T-Rexes extinct. Maybe we can start this mission now, or perhaps they'll get attacked by another 7. Okay, so this spot is possibly one of the worst that I've seen in a while for uh for retrieve the data at least. So I guess we have to try to work with this. I mean, I would rather not, but for the sake of the fact that I want to actually get this quest done, I'm gonna try not to be too picky about it, and I'm just gonna try to build what I have here. And naturally, not only do we have two different directions, but two very annoying ones. Where on one hand we have enemies coming from up here, and by up here I mean who the hell knows where up here. But then we also have like down there somewhere. And then it is retrieve the data, so chances are the spawns will change for every second that passes. Actually, no, let's fight the storm where it changes for like every second that passes. I'm being sarcastic, obviously, but it's like, I don't know. Okay, toxic treasures mimics destroyed 2 of 2. Nice, I guess. Okay, and now we have over there, which they're just gonna come from this ramp. Uh, I'm gonna use wood. Just like last time, I'm not gonna shoot down the balloon because I would actually rather wait. Okay then. Okay, am I shooting through him? What the hell's happening? Okay. I mean that happened. That's a thing we have to try to ignore. I did not mean to place that. And I underbuilt that because I'm missing. Oh, I didn't do ceiling traps. It also doesn't help that the Flame Girl is not a very good trap, but I mean, it is what it is. But these tunnels don't really have to kill enemies. Like, I'm not trying to just stand here and watch the tunnels kill everything. Like, so long as enemies are really weak when they come out of the tunnel, and then I can just, like, one-tap them or something, that's good enough for me. I hear a Smasher, which I know he's going to charge right through. Yep. Because walking one tile further is just too hard. And then he's going to walk the other tile anyways. So he did that for nothing. That is peak of AI. Like, that's just incredible design. I'm not even mad. I'm just impressed. Sorry, who's attacking that? Yes. I mean, like, think about it for a moment here. Like, all these other husks are stupid. This guy's a genius. That's why we have to kill him and get rid of his genius. He's too clever for his own good. Damn it. I kind of should have figured that that would happen because I have not done anything to try to counter propanes. So naturally, I would get one that just has to blow everything up. It's really my own fault for not doing anything about the fact that I knew it would happen. I mean, at least I stopped the other tunnel from blowing up for now. I think it'll happen later, to be honest. Wooden floor spikes will at least slow them down, which will give the ceiling electric fields a bit more time to do stuff. I literally just turned around and looked, and it blew up. Okay, nice. I mean, I have sound walls. Like, the only thing that's stopping me from countering propanes is the fact that I didn't really think about it. Okay, that's one of two zones done. So now we kind of just have to do the same thing in a second mission. And I think considering how much longer this mission or how much longer this video is going to be, I kind of just want to do the exact same thing again. So another retrieve the data, because that was actually quite easy, all things considered. I am going to have to keep in mind that I do need way more materials for my traps, though, considering how many I used and how many I lost in that mission because they just simply blew up.
You know how we're always coming up with gadgets to outsmart the storm? Well, that started an arms race. You know those rumors we've been hearing about an even more dangerous part of the storm? A corrosive storm that closes in on you, eventually swallowing you alive? Remember how I said that would never, ever, ever happen here? It's happening here. We need to retrieve the data as usual, but this time we need to watch the storm. Exposure to the storm will hurt you. A lot. You'll take damage when you're in the storm, so keep an eye on your health.
Oh, I know that she's not done this time. We do have to explore the zone, which I just remembered that, so I'm gonna have to try to do that through the storm a little bit, but that should still be okay. Oh, starting at the middle point is, like, the worst idea. Oh, I don't care about him. I don't have 2 blue glow on hand right now. See, the thing is, like, especially when you have a storm, this is the kind of thing that you wanna start earlier rather than later because it kinda just sucks hanging out here when you don't have a ton of health. You know, if you're a higher level player and you got blast from the past, like, this is nothing. But like I was saying, we're doing the exact same thing as before, just taking a full like, kind of circle or rather square on the map and just trying to uncover a lot of the gray area. Some of this might still be in the storm, but some of it should actually be fine. I'm just waiting to see when okay, now it's 2 of 2. That's done, we just need to go and do the actual objective now. So let's take an actual look at our landing site here. Okay, well, I mean, yeah, it's not bad. It's actually quite good compared to what we had in the other mission. That is just to disconnect their way up. So then those enemies down there are trapped down there. I actually there's a chest in there and I kind of want that. Okay, that was actually kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even know I could do that. We don't have a ton of time before the balloon lands. So I really need to hurry. So what I actually like about this area is it's very closed off in a way. Like there's a lot of terrain surrounding us in a way where I'm above the ground level. And because of that, enemies can only come from specific ways that allow them to get up here. So for instance, we have spawns over here. Last time they didn't change spawns, and I haven't seen anything that would indicate that they will this time. So I'm going to actually just continue operating on the basis that they won't change spawns. Right here is actually a good spot for this. And it doesn't look like there's any way up here. Then we're also going to just place these walls. I'm not going to do ramps or anything behind them because all it's for is just like keeping enemies away. And then we actually do need to place traps. So I have been doing a thing recently, like a lot on my main account, and I'm using a lot of drop traps recently. And I mean, I've used a lot of drop traps in the past. I do not need this tile. I have no idea what I was thinking I was doing, but I actually cannot make that tile work. And it would be easier to turn this one to a supportive tile. But I've been using a lot of drop traps recently. Specifically placing them in a way where they're 2 or 3 tiles up and they're just gonna push enemies back. Reason I've been doing this a lot recently, I think, is I guess in a way they're a lot more powerful than they seem, simply because they push enemies back and they deal pretty good damage too. The rest of these will just be wall darts. And basically, I guess my point with the whole drop traps thing is I guess I've just seen pretty good results after a friend had shown me something kind of interesting. Like super cheap, efficient builds with using drop traps. I don't know. it's just been kind of interesting, and it's something I've been playing with a bit recently on my main accounts, but probably it might not be something I end up showing unless it's actually anything more interesting than it seems at first. I'm going to place my base here instead of directly over there because I'm covering the important sides of the data, and I can actually go ahead and do that as well. But then this way I can also cover these, and I have the benefits of my base and all the other perks here that affect base. So like fully contain, feel the base, power modulation, affecting these structures, which I haven't even leveled up because I'm cheap today. You can see that the drop traps are just literally keeping them away, but then also killing them, which is amusing at this level with these with my drop traps of just crit rating, damage, durability, which are not my choice perks. But it's actually a bit more amusing at a higher level when you have like perks that are or better perks on the drop traps. And my drop traps have a durability of 37 uses, which means they will last pretty decently. I'm kind of just wasting this grenade launcher in a way where it's like I don't need it that badly because I do have a schematic for one that in my opinion has better perks than this one. But it also might benefit me to save stuff like this for when I actually need explosives. Uh, okay. Here, I'll just make that a window, and then I'm just gonna kind of stand here and watch. "71 of 70." Did I just read that? Sorry. I'm sorry. Where did you come from? Let me guess. Someone broke through. Oh no, he probably went all the way around. I don't know. Probably doesn't matter. I'll place a hover turret up there. Oh hey, get out of my face. I actually probably don't need two of those. Dude, I have a bundle bus? Okay. Uh, I have no idea why I haven't leveled that up. I think because I don't have the ability to make that decent at my level yet. I mean, all I really need to change is one perk, or two perks, one of which is the element. And I can't afford that. And then I'd be destroying with that thing. The bundle bus is pretty good. I gotta do an updated video on that someday, I think. Because the one that I did was not very good. Oh, hey. Actually, no, hold on. That might have wiped them out. I should have put wall launchers there, man. That would have been so funny. But then again, I mean, if I'm not luring them, I'm only luring them like these guys over here because I'm standing at an angle where they can hit me. If I hide in like a corner like this, then they're gonna try to. Then they have to go up here, or they have to go in here, which is exactly where I want them to go. So I'll just stand like here, and that should be the end because I waited for it to land naturally, and we're at 11. As soon as this one finishes, it's actually like just a second. Maybe this one is 12 is finished, or did I not let it land naturally, or what the hell just happened? Why are there just lobbers up here? I don't even know. I'm not even aware of where those came from. They didn't even break that yet. What the hell? Did the, I'm guessing they phased through that or something. Like I'm not even aware of what happened, and I'm gonna do that as a precaution to try to hopefully make that not happen. I think I must have actually shot it down. I actually already forgot. Did I shoot it down? Why do I not? How do I not know? How do I not know of whether I shot that down or not? I've got like the easiest defense setup. They're only coming from over there, which is a already kind of a narrow pathway even before I set up all this. So it really isn't a big deal. And let's be real, it would have only saved me like a whopping 2.5 minutes. Not even. Okay, I'm not even aware of where you came from. But stop that. Are they seriously going all the way through and over here now? Like, to what? I don't even understand where they're coming from or what they're doing over here.
You collected all of the files. Amazing.
Oh well. I mean, lobbers are weird.
Good job, Commander.
But I've got all the files, no damage, and that should be the main quest done too.
Will help us locate survivors and weak points in the storm.
Okay, level 4 loot, as usual. With the usual battle pass XP, some gold, schematic XP, all of that. Eldritch Abominations, which I don't remember. I think that was something to do with Mist Monsters or something. I don't know. But I'll take one active power cell.
No, there's no trace.
I see.
Not now. Sorry, Commander. This C-bot's got some sort of problem.
Okay. Evolution material.
Commander, you should maybe hear this.
I see. Canny Valley. I see war. Send me to Plankerton. There is so much more to see.
Sure thing, C-bot.
Ooh, speaking of Canny Valley, we are getting close. We're at quest page 12 of 13 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 missions. We are in the final stretch to Canny Valley with a whopping 6 campaign quests, all of which, as far as I'm aware, are not very difficult, except for maybe Defense 6 and the rocket launch. But we're leaving the Prophe-SEE for next episode as usual because, you know how this works by now, I think. You know what? I'm kind of tempted to buy a Legendary Survivor. I really, really want to, but I know I shouldn't. I bought it. Autofills updated my squads. Oh, and then this one's been removed. So I can get my XP and manuals back from him. And if I go back to squads, I can then grab this guy, level him up. The thing is, like, we're way, way under leveled for Canny Valley. Like, concerningly under leveled for it.